serving recently, all what I've learned to do is I pick a spot that I'm going to aim at in the box, depending on the situation, and I have different spins that I can hit to that serve. So I can hit let's say I'm serving T, I can either hit it in pretty flat where the ball's just going to stay true, stay straight, or I can put a little bit of cut on it where it starts on the outside of the box and cuts in just a little bit, or I can hit a kick serve. And there's also different kick serves too. The kick serve where it goes slow bounces to the right, or a faster kick serve that carries straight. So you can use that concept and apply it to different areas. So you can apply it to down the tee, you can apply it to the body of a person, whether it's cutting into the person on either side, cutting away from the person, or getting up high on them, or jamming them straight to the body. And you can do the same thing out wide, and you adjust that depending on if the person's right-handed or left-handed, what their favorite return is, where you want your first serve to be. And I guess I've been playing doubles the last 5-6 weeks. So the idea is when I'm serving to try and get my partner involved at the net as much as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do the whole time. I'm trying to use my serve to set him up to take the first ball. And we set the play up so that if he doesn't take the first ball, then we're still in a controlling position of the rally. And we just try to maximize my serve, maximize his first ball, and that's how we do it. So yeah, I have different serves. I have the slice, flat, kick, different kicks. So that's pretty much how I use my serve. So for Chris here, he's kind of standing where someone would complete their split step. So normally when guys return, they would take one step in and do a split step. And normally for a first serve, they're roughly there. Maybe he's a little bit too close, but roughly there. So, I mean, we'll start with the first serve. So my tee serve, my favorite tee serve is I put a little bit of cut on it, so the ball will kind of start on the outside of the middle and cut back in. So I'll start with this one. This is a tee serve. Yeah, so I don't know how good you can see it on camera, but the idea is basically to keep it as close to the middle line as possible. Normally when guys stand close, the closer you are, the more effective this serve is. My second favorite serve probably now is the body serve. So now the body serve, you try to jam the opponent. So you'd either pick a side if you want to jam him on the forehand side or the backhand side, or you try to get him moving out the way of the ball and try to get an easy return in the middle of the court where you can control the ball with the forehand. So this will be sliced to his body backhand. Now the more space opponents give you, the more effective this serve comes in handy, which is the wide serve. So the further back the opponent stands, the more that this serve comes into play. This is a slice out wide. So the idea is if they're further back, standing back, you have more angle to open the court, to get him moving outside the court. So I'm going to try to cut around the ball, a little bit up and around the ball, so that when it bounces, it keeps going away from the right-hander here. Okay, lastly now is the second serve. Most second serve is a kick serve, so the idea is you want to try and get the ball further away from the net, but you put enough spin on it that it also comes back down. So my kick serve, I like to get it to try to bounce to the right off the bounce. So I'm going to go to his backhand second serve.
Height-wise, I don't understand how anyone can get to that.
That's a good kick serve.
Because that just kicked so high.
Yeah, but it's kind of a little bit predictable on the second serve.
Oh, okay.
There's only so much you can do with a second serve. You don't want to be too risky, so you aim higher over the net. And normally you try to pick the opponent's weaker side. So, which is a lot of the time, high backhand is uncomfortable, especially for one-handers. Maybe they'll try to slice. So people either try to go way back to try and take it at a comfortable height, or they try to come in and take it before it gets up on you. So a lot of the time, second serves, people come inside the baseline, try to take the ball here versus wait until it gets too high above the body.
Oh, okay.